I didn't title it right. Sorry. I guess that kind of was sarcastic, wasn't it? So yeah, last couple matches that I played in, I've lost horribly. Um, and I don't know if it's because the people I'm being lobbied with are, as bad as I am, or excuse me, or if it's just because I was on a suspension for a while from playing PvP in this game because of some disconnects. Which, I mean, yeah, that's kind of a thing that's going to happen from time to time, especially when you've got really, really shitty internet and you're playing on a Japanese server that is half a world away. Um, so it would be awesome if, I mean, I think we're supposed to be lobbying with North American players anyway, but it doesn't feel like that, especially matches like this. Started off really, really, really strong, and then all of a sudden everything just started going. So either somebody got bored, or somebody got creative. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I'm just focusing on the fantasy of playing in my own Gunpla. The Alex was one of the first master grades that I built purposely as a mobile suit for the battle for the mobile suit storyline. And then I can't even tell you for the life of me what story it came out of. I think it was Stardust Memory. I kind of want to say that, but I liked it so much because it had a really nice military kind of feel to it. Um, the real mecha kind of quality. This guy is really good. Either that or I don't know what to say. um, you can't report the enemy team for suspected activities. You can only report your own allies for, like, sabotaging you or getting in your way. This guy's just destroying my ass. Okay, alright, now I'll get to see what he's running and who he is. Oh, hurry up. Grace Lesson 55. Now, running with the Gundam, huh? Okay. I'd like to I'd like to be able to track him down and PM him and say, dude, teach me what you know. He's just sitting up there waiting for people. So, yeah, either he knows he's that good or she knows she's that. Oh, the same pattern, just running off and hiding. I'm not chasing. It's just not worth it. Why would I want to chase you? We've lost an allied unit. Yeah, they've definitely got us beat. It would be nice if the game had some kind of, like, mercy system, where, well, not mercy system, but in Destiny they call it a mercy system, where it's like if you're completely outmatched by the opponents and it's obvious you're losing, they'll be like, okay, we're going to save everybody some time here, give them the win, you get the loss, you know you're going to lose, and then move on to the next lobby and hopefully get you resorted. But yeah, so you might be asking yourself, well, I mean, why are you playing this if you're losing all the time? Like I said, I'm focusing on the fantasy of actually piloting a Gunpla. I am a Gunpla fan. I am not necessarily a Gundam fan, although I am a fan of the Gundam series, the Universal Century stories, um, up until Char's counterattack is what I followed. Then I did follow a little bit of the Gundam Unicorn, and I did follow a little bit of Gundam Zeta and Double Zeta. And I only did those because my very first Gunpla that I ever built, which was not built to be a Gunpla, was built to be a Warhammer 40,000 Titan, or super giant robot, um, was the Double Zeta. And I can't remember if it was hobby grade or master grade. Part of me wants to say it was a master grade Zeta because it was very, very detailed, and because I had absolutely no idea of how to read Japanese, but I could follow pretty pictures. Okay, so we do, yeah, okay, that's good. Got 350 XP. Getting close to that rank up, which is all I really cared about, and then, of course, doing the daily missions. But yeah, so the Double Zeta Gundam was my first Gundam that I built, but like I said, not as a purpose-built Gunpla. And then I followed a bunch of stories. I watched a bunch of anime that I could find. Read a few mangas that I was able to scrounge. Well, I say read, but thumb through the pages because it was untranslated. And got pretty hooked with the whole idea of the real robot genre. So when the Alex came out, or when I found it at my local hobby shop, I bought it with the express idea to make it look as much like the cover art as possible. Because at the time, like I said, I was playing Warhammer 40,000, so you buy models, you make them look like the box art, because that's what everybody wanted to do. And then if you felt like you wanted to customize something, you could customize something. So yeah, built the Alex, spent more than a few afternoons working on it, trying to painstakingly, build it right. Um, but like I said, with the Double Z, I didn't realize it was a snap fit kit, so I glued everything together, which was horrible. But then again, like I said, I was building it to be, um, to actually be a mecha in a tabletop game. So not necessarily building it to be on display, so to speak, like pretty. But yeah, the Alex, I mean, I went full on with, I got all the Mr. Colors, I got the top coats, I got the decals, fixers, and all that stuff. Um, and just went ham on that kit, and it was beautiful. And I kept it for a good year or so, and then started doing some toy shows, and I ended up selling it for about twice the price of what I actually paid for it. I don't charge for the customization or the detailing that I do to a kit that I'm doing for my personal self, because the whole point of the kit is to have the fun doing those things. It's not supposed to be work; it's supposed to be fun. So think of it kind of like, if you're going to be doodling all the time anyway, and you want to draw, a bunch of things like flowers, say a bunch of flowers, and you really enjoy the time you're spending with the flowers. It doesn't really matter how long you spent drawing the flowers. All it matters is that if you decide to sell them later on or trade them, the images, what is it value to the other people? And I think that that's something that I'm very different when it comes to what my artwork is like, or how I see my artwork is because I see my art as an extension of my daily activity. Just like some people go to the gym or read the newspaper, well, read their phones in the mornings and stuff. I play video games in the morning and I do crafts and stuff. I still do some workouts, get some walks in if I can, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, just like everybody has a daily routine that they include with every activity, a daily activity they include with their routine. I do this with my arts and my hobbies and games. So, like I said, yeah, I sold the Alex for twice of what I paid for the kit, which the person buying it thought that was a steal, and I thought, hey, this is great. Now I can buy two Gunpla, or I could buy another Gunpla and then take whatever this profit here is, so-called profit, and apply it to something else that is necessary, like bills. But yeah, so for a short time, I did do custom kits, and then I realized, okay, I need to be aware of my time and my effort that I put into these things. And so fortunately, my first official patron for custom kits, or customer for custom kits, was very helpful in telling me, showing me what other people were charging versus the work I was doing, and that I'm way too underpriced. And he really did a lot to help me appreciate my own time in it. But then again, like I said, if I'm doing something for my own personal interest and I use it in my own day-to-day activities, or I admire it or I appreciate it for however long, then I decide, hey, it's time to to either update it or move it on to somebody else. Then whatever I can get for it is great, as long as I get a little bit more than what I paid for the materials. That's good enough for me. Anyway, so back to the game. So yeah, anyway, if you have a disconnect, I think it's like 3, maybe 2 times, and it's all based on your history of disconnects, the game will forbid you from playing in rated or quick matches. All you're left with is customs and free practice, and I don't think you do events either. Or you can go over here and do Battle Simulator. Now, you do get rewards from Battle Simulator, but the other ones that you'd be restricted to just playing at the PvP side of things, you don't get any rewards. You don't get any XP. You don't get any DP or tokens or anything else. But at least here in the Battle Simulator, like if I do the survival one, you can